The political majority in Leon Valley, Texas is trying to kick off dissenting Councilor Will Bradshaw. They scheduled a removal hearing for this Monday. Salvaggio's political establishment thought it was a done deal. And then this happened. Will Bradshaw isn't going down without a fight. He filed a lawsuit in federal court on Thursday represented by Solomon Radner of Excolo Law. City Manager Kelly Kuesntler, Police Chief Joe Salvaggio, and Councilors Monica Alcacer, Donna Charles, and Catherine Rodriguez are named as defendants. The lawsuit opens that the purpose is to defend the integrity of elected members of the City Council whose positions are threatened by the tyranny of the majority. Those who use their official positions to quash political opposition and silence those who speak out against rampant injustice by government officials. The lawsuit outlines a retaliatory conspiracy to remove Bradshaw, one that was previously used against Benny Martinez. The defendants utilized the following pattern. First, someone speaks out against them. Then they fabricate some claim against that person. They ignore the fact that the speech is constitutionally protected. Then they claim that they need to conduct an investigation and hearing. In reality, the investigation is a sham, and the hearing is a kangaroo court. The conclusion is already foregone that the person needs to be removed from public office. The defendants then quickly swear in a replacement so that even if the ousted person should win a lawsuit and convince a court that his ouster was unlawful, the city then could argue that the only way to remove an elected official, that is, the newly sworn-in replacement, is through an extremely difficult process called quo warranto. This all but guarantees that even if the defendant were to lose a lawsuit, such as this instant lawsuit, they can still keep their loyal friend in office. They accused Bradshaw of giving directions to city staff and harassing police officers for the remarks he made after the arrest of Olin Yarnell.
Yeah.
Totally crazy.
See, they just arrested Olin.
Yeah, what was that? Unbelievable.
The chief said Alexander assault. The senator meeting after the arrest.
Wait.
Yeah, they said.
You were in that position.
No, sir. Read chapter 14.
Come on. It's shameful.
Read chapter 14.
It's shameful. It's really shameful. You choose this
You
opportunity
guys are disgusting.
to
You
do it.
disgust me. You're the problems with this country. You're the problems. You're the guys that are kneeling on people's necks.
You know what? You
I'm sorry, but
you
this
seem
is
like
disgusting.
a decent gentleman, but we saw
This
what
is
you did
disgusting.
during Mr. Martinez's hearing to get up there and try to slander a councilman.
They were keying up, so I got out to check on them.
We're not okay.
Said they were keying up. So they were asking to see if they were okay. So I came in.
You're arrested 77-year man for assault. That's disgraceful. This is disgraceful. It's disgusting.
That occurred at 2 a.m. after a long city council meeting. They also claimed that he admitted liability for the city by donating to my fundraiser for Mr. Yarnell's criminal defense. The lawsuit asserts that Bradshaw's conduct is protected by the First Amendment and is not a violation of the city charter. His only crime, the lawsuit continues, was questioning Salvaggio and speaking out against what Bradshaw has good reason to believe is Salvaggio's unlawful tyranny. The lawsuit details a pattern of unlawful actions by Salvaggio, including the arrest of witnesses and investigating council candidate Josh Stevens for allegedly assaulting Salvaggio at a city council meeting. The plan or conspiracy is not difficult to see. The defendants want to run the city the way they want to, without regard for what is legal or illegal. When someone steps up defiantly or with dissidence, these defendants get together and try to figure out a way to destroy that person, or at least to neutralize the threat such person poses to their stranglehold on the control they so desperately enjoy. All defendants have shown a willingness to effectively nullify an election by unconstitutionally ousting duly elected officials, as is outlined herein in the matters of Mayor Riley and former Councilor Martinez. But what does any of this matter if they kick Bradshaw out on Monday, leaving him unable to regain his seat? Bradshaw also filed an emergency motion for a temporary restraining order to prevent his removal. The injunction argued the protocol to remove an elected official as devised by defendant councilors is both unconstitutional on its face and as applied, and being used with malice and without a proper purpose. Bradshaw argues that the removal process violates due process rights. There is no ability to cross-examine witnesses. He cannot even question his own witnesses. There is no guarantee that his own legal counsel will be able to attend and speak for him. There is no established burden of proof, and under the current rules, it takes just a single councilor's vote to remove him. The most interesting part of the injunction is how they use the Benny Martinez removal for establishing urgency for the emergency motion. State courts ruled that Martinez could regain his seat back only through quo warranto action. That's a suit to remove a public official, but it can be brought only by the Attorney General or District Attorney. Since Bradshaw would be unable to bring a lawsuit after being removed and replaced, a restraining order is necessary to prevent Bradshaw from being irreparably harmed. I think it's a strong, compelling argument, but will the judge agree? I also find it interesting that the city's ruthless, expensive fight to destroy Martinez provided evidence that Bradshaw could use. On Friday, the federal judge granted this temporary restraining order. It prohibits the defendants from taking any action to remove Bradshaw from office. The city canceled the removal hearing. If you like to hear this news, please give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. A copy of the lawsuit is available on the Josh Stevens for City Council website. I've included a link in the video description below. It's my goal to bring something unique to YouTube. Exclusive investigative reports that cut to the truth of government corruption. There are too many talking heads out there, people who merely add their commentary on top of fake news. How could you possibly enlighten people when your basis is the biased, lamestream media? I strive to publish real news that you won't see anywhere else. Stories that improve our understanding of what government really does. But the government doesn't want to reveal its secrets. They make everything an expensive, time-consuming fight. Unfortunately, many of my most expensive videos are demonetized. And I cannot save the world if I cannot pay the rent. It's been so bad lately that each investigative report could be my last. I'm hanging by a thread. I recently asked you for ideas, and as a result of that discussion, I'm launching YouTube memberships. You can join from the video and channel pages to support my work and access special perks. There are 3 monthly membership levels to choose from. For $1.99 a month, you become an accountability ally. For less than $2, you'll gain early access to many of my videos and exclusive access to some of the others. And when you comment and chat, an exclusive icon next to your name will show others how important you are to my channel. You can become a corruption commentator for $4.99 a month. For subscribers at that level, I will do my best to reply to all of your video comments so you and I can discuss the issues that I bring up in my stories. If you'd like to empower me to continue to research and publish the most closely held government secrets, please consider joining at $24.99 per month. By becoming a Liberty leader, you and I will be able to continue the fight against government corruption. We will be able to advance individual liberty, and I will routinely recognize you in my videos. Join my YouTube channel membership today so you can access exclusive perks and help me make more YouTube videos.